Johnny's quiz. So go it'll make you jizz.
There
He's
you
got
go.
loads of questions. Write down your answers and let us know what you said.
Thanks.
That was pretty good, actually. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was going to be blue. I knew it was going to be blue.
No,
As soon as he
pretty
was
good.
thinking, what rhymes with quiz?
What
I
else
was like,
rhymes with quiz?
fizz. Johnny's quiz. Bubbles it up, shakes it up, makes it fizz. No, you're right. Jizz was the right answer.
Told you.
Yeah. I've never met anyone before, and the first thing you ever said to me, you went, "Oh fuck, it's Harry Hill." I was like, what a rude little man to say. I never met you in my life, and I was like, you're an horrible prick, mate. I was like, give me some words of encouragement, and I filled the toilet roll with shaving foam, and I fucked it.
More.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Oh.
So there you go. Rich, it's been a real journey on the bingo, hasn't it? Done a lot of stuff.
Guys,
You've
I'm blessed.
done,
blessed.
You've done
I'm blessed.
leads.
It sounds like you had more fun before the bingo.
Yeah, it sounds yeah, was it not more crack when you were living in a house without a door?
My mum's going to watch this, lad.
Yeah, she's going to watch
my
that.
My mum's going to watch this.
Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Welcome to the BONGO'S Bungalow, the official podcast of BONGO'S Bingo. I'm your host, Jonny Bongo. I'm joined by Cole, Slutty Susie.
Sapo.
Jim is still gone. He's rogue. And he's back. Main man, host extraordinaire, Rich Kelly, on the sofa on a main episode.
Thanks for having me back, everyone, on a main episode. Special for me.
Yeah.
I hope it's special for you.
Rich was joining us on the bonus. It went wild. We're still on the Cruise Campos. We're having it. How have you been, Cole? I know you're struggling at the moment with some mouth problems.
Oh yeah, I had a deep clean, a dentist, absolute killer. The worst dentist experience I've ever had in my life.
What was wrong with your teeth, Cole? Tell us about your horrible teeth, Cole.
I just hadn't been for a while. Went to get a bit of a clean up, left it too long apparently, and it was ruthless. That
You're going to have to get some out.
I've got to get a tooth out, in a few weeks.
Have you?
Mm.
Which one?
Back here.
Why?
Stinks.
It's
Cole, I'm sick of you always banging on these podcasts.
no, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
for
gotta go.
worse though. Did you have to get injections and all?
Yeah, it wasn't too. I don't mind the injections though.
What do you mean you don't mind the injections?
They're alright, quite enjoyable.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, train spotting.
Tickling the inside, tickling the bone and that.
On the roof of your mouth though, if you had one of those
Nah,
ones
I never
before,
had that.
that's the worst.
No.
So when I was a kid, this is a true story. So when I was a little boy, I had a tooth out because one of my teeth it's a baby tooth, and the old tooth was up here in my head, and like, the dentist was like, "Mate, you've got the tooth that's meant to come out ain't coming out." So your tooth,
you had a baby tooth that never ever came out.
this one here, little Rich, he's like that, and then I had this old one in the top of my mouth, so I had to go to the hospital to get it out. So they had surgery where they cut through the roof of my mouth to get the tooth out, and they had stitches in the top of my mouth. But I was so hungry when I was a kid. I was in the hospital, like nil by mouth is what they called it. I was so hungry that I went to the cafe in the hospital and had a chip, and the chip got stuck in the gap through the roof of my mouth. And they were like, "Mate, why did you eat a chip?" And I was like, come on. Wait, come on. Chips, innit? So yeah, I had a chip stuck in my mouth. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. It's a good episode today. We're having fun. We're having some fun, aren't we?
Yeah, we are
having some fun.
How have you been getting on, Rich?
Oh, truthfully, mate,
What's going on with?
I've been a bit melancholic recently. You know, you get down in the dumps. I broke up with my girlfriend of 7 years, so I'm single now. I failed my driving test for the 6th time.
You did,
So,
did you again?
Yeah, keep doing that.
When was it?
That was a few weeks back, so I had to I took my retake my theory test yesterday, but I passed that again. So
Didn't you say that if you failed this one, it was going to be a good 6 months before you could do it again?
oh well, it's going to be ages now because I failed the last test and then my theory ran out, so I had to retake the theory, and now I've got to restart lessons again. And then, why are we talking about my driving on the podcast? No one cares about this shit. Everyone, welcome to the podcast. Let's start again because no one cares about me failing my driving test.
What happened on the 6th one?
Why did I fail the 6th one? I went down the wrong way street on the wrong way.
Wrong way down a one-way street.
Yeah, on a highway to hell.
Did so then that's just you knew. What,
Oh yeah. Oh I know.
are you going to get a new instructor or something?
I am getting a new instructor. I'm going to get a new instructor and maybe go to a new test centre.
Yeah, fresh start.
New
fresh
beginnings,
instructor.
mate. New beginnings.
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was the instructor you had.
Oh, I could tell you some stories about my Java shut tap.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping he's not watching because he probably is. If you are, all right, Steve.
Good driving instructor.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move on from that then. But recommend Steve and give him a plug.
Steve, driving school, give him a call.
Has he got anyone past? He must have passed people that's passed.
Oh, definitely. Just not me because I'm terrible at it.
Now Jim isn't here.
Oops, spillage.
I've spilled beer everywhere.
He's still recovering from Glastonbury, and I know that Jim's quiz is an integral part. So I thought I would just try my best, and I've put together a little quiz for you.
Have you?
It's called Johnny's quiz.
Surely you're the OG though.
Yeah, but my quiz days are over from doing the quizzing. But I thought since Jim's not here, Rich is in, and there needs to be some kind of quiz format. So I've done a quiz.
Have you got your own jingle?
I don't. You want to do me a quick jingle?
Cole, can you do a jingle right now?
Fucking hell.
Good work, Cole. That was brilliant.
Just give us a jingle called just Johnny's quiz or something.
Hell. Johnny's quiz. So go, it'll make you jizz.
There
He's
you
got
go.
loads of questions. Write down your answers and I don't know what you said.
Thanks.
That was pretty good, actually. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was going to be blue. I knew it was going to be blue.
No, that
as soon
was
as he
pretty
was
good.
thinking, what rhymes with quiz?
What
I
else
was like,
rhymes with quiz?
fizz. Johnny's quiz. Bubbles it up, shakes it up, makes it fizz. No, you're right. Jizz was the right answer.
Told you.
Yeah, Jizz was the go-to in that jingle. Right, it's very, very simple. Posh Lucas, you can play along. Get your fountain pen out or your quill and your ink. Tom, get your Novelty Simpsons pen out. Rich Kelly, you can use a pen, a vape or a can. And Cole, are you ready? So, very, very simple. Play along at home. It is just 10 general knowledge-based questions. And that's it.
Do I just
Okay.
write it down or do I
Write
shout
it down.
all up,
Write
Buzz?
it down. We'll go
Just
through the
write it
answers
down.
at the end, okay?
Can I have a shot?
No, that is the prize is a shot of this fancy tequila that my good friend Paul McGee gave me, Don Julio 1942. Apparently they drink it on yachts.
No way.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's really
apparently they drink it on, what's that TV show about yachts? Below Deck?
Below deck.
Apparently that's the go-to on Below Deck. He is a high flyer, Paul McGee,
He
in
is, yeah.
Dubai and all that there, flashing the cash, playing golf and all that there for a job. But anyway, right, question number 1, eyes down, pens down, here we go. Right, the llama, the animal, is native to which continent? Okay, these questions are going to come fast at you. The llama is native to which continent? Question number 2. In 2005, whose collection of hits, this is a music question, was called Curtain Call? Whose collection of hits was called Curtain Call?
2005.
2005. Okay. Question number 3. What's the best flavour of crisp? What is the best flavour of crisps? Okay, doesn't matter the brand, it's just the flavour. This is a math or Maz-based question. One for the Maz. How many sides on a dozen quadrilaterals? There you go. That's a little numbers one for you. I can see Cole. Cole's good with his numbers.
I'm so bad at numbers.
Yeah. Might have some movie questions in here.
Oh,
you
now
know.
we're talking.
So how many sides on a dozen quadrilaterals? All right. Question number 5, and you can't say this out loud. Okay, you can kind of do it into yourself because you don't want to give it away. How many doofs are there at the end of the EastEnders theme? Okay. Lucas is closing his eyes there, visualizing the Thames floating over it. I can see Papa's house in Mayfair. What is the best Kevin Costner movie of all time? There's a movie-based question. What is the best Kevin Costner movie?
There's only one answer to that.
There's the best Kevin Costner movie of all time. Question number 7. What is Rihanna's, the musician, an award winner, what is Rihanna's favourite cheese? What is Rihanna's favourite cheese? Favourite type of cheese? Okay, I'll let you have a wee second to think that while I take a little sip. And then question number 8 is a nautical-based question. What unit of measurement is used when talking about the speed in sailing? When you're the speed in sailing, what measurement is used when talking about the speed in sailing?
I know that one.
Oh, of course you do.
Of course you know that one, mate.
Question number 9, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air-based question. What is the name of the butler in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? What is the name of the butler in Fresh Prince? And finally, Question number 10, obscure movie-based question. In 1982 sci-fi movie Blade Runner, the term replicant was coined specifically for that movie. But who came up with the word replicant? There we go. That's a bit of a niche one for the movie buffs. Any movie buffs in the studio today?
Yeah, but I don't think I've seen that movie.
You
ever.
not seen Blade Runner?
No.
You never seen Blade Runner?
And you call yourself a movie buff? Well, there you go. There you go.
Is that the one where they're aliens but not, and then this guy gets his eyes cut out? What am I thinking of?
There is a bit when a guy gets his eyes popped out.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, Rutger Hauer pops out the guy who makes the replicant's eyes.
Listen, you're talking to the biggest movie buff here. You know what I mean, Rich Kelly. I wouldn't even go. I'm surprised you even mentioned that you hadn't seen Blade Runner.
I've seen a film or so.
Right, ready to go through the answers? Please, Mark Farley. Okay, remember we're playing for a big slug of fancy tequila. The llama is native to which continent? Anyone?
South America.
South America. Correct answer. You don't need to write your score. We'll just give your honest scores at the end, okay? 2005 collection of hits was Curtain Call. Eminem, well done, Cole. Best flavour of crisp, Lucas?
Chorizo.
What?
Fuck off, you poor
Chorizo.
twat. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
So, no, we need to get back to chorizo for a minute. Lucas, when have you ever had a bag of chorizo crisps?
There you go, Pipers.
Oh, you
Pipers.
Lucas is on the pipers.
Back on the
Lucas,
pipe
mate.
again.
You eat dollar bills for money. What
You're in a posh pub when you go, oh, have you any crisps or nuts behind the bar? Any knobbies nuts? And they bring out a pack of Pipers. I'm sure Pipers do ones that aren't even crisps. They're like vegetables.
They do ox beefers and stuff like that.
Why you just shoot yourself in the foot here?
You just got delivered cigars today. Come on.
Hold on, I was given those cigars as a gift for my birthday, but I will put them in my humidor on the way home. But you are forgetting old money, new money. Best flavour of crisps?
I got ready salted.
It was a good choice, but
I put salt and vinegar, but I think you like prawn cocktail.
no, the answer was cheese and onion. The answer was cheese and onion.
You can't go wrong.
Interesting fact, cheese and onion was the first ever flavour of crisps. I'm not going to put salted or ready salted as a flavour.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? That's just salted or
Yeah.
or like salt and shake. But cheese and onion was the first ever flavour of crisp invented in Ireland by Tato, Southern Tater, Joe Spud Murphy. There you go. You learn stuff on this podcast, don't you? Sorry, how many sides on a dozen quadrilaterals?
48.
48. Well done, Cole. So you're working out. So how does that work? I just
Because quad is 4 and a dozen is 12, so 4 times 12 is 48.
He's good, isn't he?
64.
What was your working out there?
Fuck no.
Just put it down.
Yeah.
What'd you put down, Rich?
I've written down I don't know.
Oh, fair enough. How many duffs at the end of EastEnders? You gonna try it?
I got 7.
9.
9. It's 9.
Nine.
Doof, 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 doof.
Oh, I counted. Duff was one.
No, that's individual duffs. Serious questions. Best Kevin Costner movie of all time, Lucas?
I don't agree with it. Put Bodyguard.
No. Tom?
I can't name a single film with him.
You don't know one Kevin Costner movie?
Nope.
Cool. Do you know any Kevin Costner movies?
Just one, Footloose.
That's
Kevin Bacon. You're. Right, go on then. How many Kevin Costner movies can you name there quickly, Rich?
Can I name quickly?
Yeah.
Oh, loads.
Go ahead, son.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Field of Dreams,
Yeah.
Dances with Wolves,
Jurassic Park.
Tin Cup.
Isn't it?
What was the one? Something Range. Loads, but the best one, everyone of course knows the answer to that. It's Waterworld.
Waterworld, correct.
Can you
answer.
get me a picture of Kevin Costner, please?
I've never seen a Kevin Costner movie ever.
You've seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Nope.
You've never seen with Alan Rickman?
Nope.
Ah, yeah.
You've seen The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston?
Nope.
I've never seen that.
You've seen Field of Dreams with the baseball?
Nope.
They come out of the cornfields.
No, it sounds like I've
No.
got them.
Build it and they will come. You'd love that movie.
Yeah, I
It's a
like
great
Big
movie.
Smoke
It's one of the
It's a
biggest
sport-
movie stars of all time.
It's a sports movie. And you've seen Waterworld, where he's on the catamaran and the smokers are after him, and
Nope.
Dennis Hopper.
No.
Where the ice caps have melted. It's
No.
like Mad
Paper.
Max, but on water.
You've never seen Paper.
Paper.
No.
Oh God.
I can't believe I forgot about Prince of Thieves.
I
It's
recognise
also
him, though.
Alan Rickman's best work, I think.
That no.
It's best.
Oh,
He's the
it's
same
not,
in
it's
everything.
not as good as Hans Gruber, but it's solid work.
He's the same character.
I've seen Draft Day.
Draft Day. What's
Yeah.
Draft Day?
It's American football draft day,
Is he in it?
and he's an agent, I think. something like that, or one of the players' dads, or something like that.
Well done.
Oh, all right.
I have just started Yellowstone though.
Is he in that?
Yeah.
I'd say that's his most popular thing at the minute. Is the lead in Yellowstone, which is a massive success.
Is
all
it
over the
good?
world. Never seen it.
Yeah, it's good so far. Yeah.
Is it Wild West?
Yeah.
No, it's modern. It's about like a bunch of landowners, isn't it? Who own, yeah.
Yeah, he's like dodgy landowner, farmer, but shady guy.
Right. Okay. Well, the answer was Waterworld, so put that
So
down.
do I get anything for Footloose now?
Nothing for Footloose. What's Rihanna's favourite cheese?
Cheese string.
No.
Put anything smelly. I feel like it's
No.
something to do with umbrella rhyme.
I just put Edam.
No.
I put Brianna.
It was mozzarella. Ella.
Ah.
Hey. There you go. There's one. If you're listening, you can use that today when you go into work or tell your friends. Put it in the group chat. What unit of measurement is used when talking about sailing?
Knots.
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 Knots. Yes.
Knots.
Knots.
Not noughts. Knots.
Knots. Knots. But it doesn't matter about the spelling. What's the butler in The Fresh Prince?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. What's your butler
Jeffrey.
called, Lucas?
Tarquin.
Tarquin. And here we go. 1982 sci-fi and Blade Runner. The replicant was coined by who?
Oh, that's a difficult one because originally I would have assumed it was Philip K. Dick who wrote the novel, but apparently if it's for the movie, Ridley Scott,
No.
Harrison
it
Ford.
wasn't. No.
I
it
just thought it
was-
was going to be someone mental, so I just put Donald
I
Trump.
thought you'd get that. It was David People, the screenwriter.
Oh, really?
I just put something in, and I thought if you don't get it right, you'll at least buzz off the answer, and then
Oh, yeah.
now you know that.
No,
you'll
I'm
store
buzzing
that.
off the answer.
Yeah, he was the screenwriter. So
Yeah.
just put that in for you. Right, quickly tot up your scores. What'd you get, Lucas? Out of 10?
2.
2 out of 10. Tom?
4.
4. Cole?
6.
Rich Kelly?
4?
4. There you go, Cole. I know you're not meant to be. It's
I'm
a
off the booze,
I
mate.
know, but just have a wee swig. Pass that over there.
Go on.
There. Rich Kelly will take it for you there. There you go. A little bit of Don Julio.
I fucking hate tequila as well.
Go on, you
mate,
like
get
that
on
one? You like that one? Do you remember you said you like that one?
You like that one?
Do you like that one? So there you go, Jim. If you're listening or watching, I hope that quiz did you
Loads
justice.
in there. Anyone
Yeah,
want
we'll
me?
let Rich finish it there.
Oh, I don't really
Um,
drink tequila, but...
No, this is a nice one. This is a nice fancy one.
What's it called?
Don Julio.
Oh, Tarquin, Petri some chorizo pipers.
Right, listen, we'll take a wee break. Thanks for playing the quiz, and then we will get back and we'll talk to Rich Kelly
There's a lot
about
of
his
tequila in
life
that
in
cup.
bingo. See you in a second. Welcome back. Thanks for playing the quiz. Well done, Cole.
Nice one.
I think it was those numbers that got you through. You got the quadrilaterals and you got the doof-doofs.
I did get the do too.
Yeah, so well done, number guy. We are joined by Rich Kelly. Background of Rich Kelly, you're like, if you don't know, like, people of Birmingham will know the Rich Kelly. People from the stream will know the Rich Kelly. But you've been a bingo host for
Nearly 8 years.
8 years.
Close to 8 years, yeah. Yeah.
You came into, so you were maybe the third host, fourth,
I think it was fourth, I think. Or maybe fifth, something like
So
that.
I think fifth.
fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like pretty much you've been there from the start for a company that's 10 years old. How did you start with the bingo?
Oh, it's a weird one, actually.
Because my memory is bad.
It's a weird one. So I one day I woke up and I got a message from my mate Spicy Paul's mum, and Spicy Paul's mum sent me a message, and she went, "Rich Kelly, I've seen an article, and the article was an advert, and the advert said looking for new hosts for Bongo's Bingo." And I was like, all right then. I kind of, cause I obviously knew you back in the day.
So, but for context, we've known each other for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I moved over to Liverpool. My ex was studying at LIPA.
Yeah.
You were in the year above. No, you were in the same
I was
year
in that
as
year.
her.
Yeah.
I didn't hang with you guys. You were too cliquey, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You did your
yeah.
own thing. I hung about with Mickey Pickles. He was the year below.
Yeah.
Hello, mature student. But yeah. So yeah, known you from about. Always very. I admired you very much. You know, Rich.
Oh, shut up.
When I went to see you and all your.
Shut up.
all your plays.
Well, because you were mad, Johnny. So back in the day when I was at university, it would always we go to a party and he'd be like, "Oh, I cheers fellas here," and then we'd be like, "Oh, do you mean Mad Johnny?" Because you were a big personality. So like, "I'm Mad Johnny," and then I hadn't seen you for years. And then I remember, like, I used to be a teacher. I remember being at school and a bunch of the sixth formers were talking about going to see a quiz with Johnny Lacey, and I was like, "That's Mad Johnny from uni." So I was like, "That's
I'm
mad.
sensible, Johnny.
That's
aye.
mad." And then I remember Bongos taking off, and people talking about Bongos Bingo. And I'll be honest with you, I was very impressed. I was like, mate, Johnny did all right. And then one day I woke up and Spicy Paul's mum sent me a message going, have you seen this about Bongos Bingo? You should try this, you should go for it. And I was like, I don't really know. And it's weird, I don't know anyone in it. And it was that you put a post up and it said, send a video to this address. And the date had gone past for the deadline. It was the day after. And my terrible girlfriend at the time, she was like, oh, you should do this audition. So I texted Mickey Pickles, who I hadn't spoke to in years. I didn't know him, but I knew he worked for your company. So I messaged Mick. I said, hello, mate. Been a long time. I've just seen this thing about Bongos. Can I send in a video? And he messaged me back going, oh, lad, you've just missed the deadline. And I was like, oh, shit. And then about 5 minutes later, he messaged me back and he went, if you can do a video now and send it over, I'll make sure that Johnny sees it. And at the time, I was driving on the M6. I wasn't driving. We've been over this.
I remember this.
My girlfriend was driving, and I went, "Oh, I've got to do a video," and she went, "Just do it now." So in the car, I did a video that was me talking about the sweets I just bought from the service
Remember that,
station.
Cole?
Yeah, I remember.
And it was called my Pick a Mix on the M6. And I just did a video of me talking about the sweets I was eating, and I sent it to Mick. And then 5 minutes later, my phone went off, and it was you. And you were like, hello, mate, I've just seen your video. Can you come in next week for a meeting? So I went in the week later, and it was me and 4 other fellas that had, like, you kind of whittled down to a shortlist. And we're all sat in a beer garden somewhere, and we're on that one bench, and you're opposite us, and you're kind of talking to all these lads, going, right, so this is what we want. We want you all to come in and audition. And as I was talking to the lads, my phone beeped. And I was like, oh. And I looked at it underneath the table, and it was you. And you messaged, lad, ignore the rest of these lads. You've got the job, but let's just carry on pretending that we're going to do the auditions.
Really?
Cause what we'd done was the videos would come in and we'd look through them all, and they weren't great, like, but we were like, we're going to have to pick one of these. And when yours came through, we watched it once and just went, I think he's the one, but we'd already told the others to come in.
Yeah.
So we didn't want a message. So you were coming in, but really you already had the job, kind of thing. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, mate, it changed my life. You wouldn't believe it, mate. You wouldn't believe it. So I was an actor for a little bit, but then I went bald at like 19. Swore my hair fell out. And you can imagine that, like, being an actor, who's going to cast, like, a baldy 19-year-old in a show? So then for about 5 years, I just became like a real, like, hardcore drug addict, and I was real good at that. And then after that, I became a teacher. So now I was a teacher for like 6 or 7 years, and then I did bingo, and mate, like, it's the best life ever, and everything went wicked after that. So I told the story before, like, I lived in an house with no front door, I didn't have a pot to piss in, and then everything worked out. So guys, life can be funny sometimes. It can all work out, innit?
Hey,
so thanks, John.
Hey, credit to you though for if all the audition tapes that were coming in, and it shows you how good you are, mate. If you put pick and mix on the M6, it took you 5 minutes, and then I remember going, I remember getting it. I think Mick sent it to us, didn't he? We were like, eat Rich Kelly's.
I think at first we were a bit like, what the fuck's going on? He's just in his car with like a bag, and you were like, we've just stopped there at the service station. You were like, got some crisps.
Have you still got that? Have you still got that video?
I don't. I know that Mickey Pickles has it.
Has it? We'll have to get that, Lucas. You can put it on. We'll put it on Instagram. How many shows do you reckon you've done?
I think about this all the time. So 8 years, what are we looking at now? Maybe like 50? I think maybe like 50 shows all in all.
No. What that you can remember?
No, honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's got to be in the hundreds, right? Surely, it's got to be up there now.
I'd say you're probably
over 500.
Yeah, it annoys me now.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I kind of. It's probably a job for Sweaty Betty Lawton to really sit down and spend time working on numbers for the. I'm sure he could do it, but it would take him a lot of time, Lawton. But if you want that little Christmas bonus, I kind of wish that I've kept the mark of every show I've done, just to know how many.
Yeah, I've done a lot now. What's mad is, like, I still get nervous, before every single show. I still get little EBGBs in my little belly, and I get a little bit, oh God, how's this gonna go? And you think by now that I'll just be like, nah, I got this in the bag. I definitely don't feel like that. No. I still feel like I'm winging it every time. And there are some times when I literally, like, I'll do a show and afterwards I'm just like, ha, my life's mental. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, my life's pretty weird, man. I see some mad shit. It's the best job in the world.
It's mad though if you think that what probably like your shows from the start of just in general of what the company's become, as in like what the shows were 8 years ago.
Yeah, I
to
remember
what
the first
shows are
time.
now. Like, even just
I remember the first time that you called me and you went, mate, can you go and do a show in Ibiza? And like, I'm not a DJ. And then one day I woke up and I'm literally like playing in a club in Ibiza, being like, hey! And I was like, life's funny sometimes, isn't it? Life has a way sometimes of just bending you over and just fucking getting up your arsehole. It's quite
what was your first show?
my first ever show. Leeds, Canal Mills.
And the Pickles went with you?
Yeah,
today?
so now, guys, for those who don't know, little look behind the scenes. So if you're lucky enough to get the job now, you will have like a training for like months, and you'll go and like, you know, the lads will sit you down, you come into the office, you work through it. When I got the job, I went to see Mick on a Wednesday, I saw Rich on a Friday, I saw Jonny on a Saturday, and then I was hosting shows the next week. and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Now it's like full books of training.
Oh
packs
yeah,
and, like,
yeah. But back in the day, it was the Wild West, mate.
Yeah,
it
you
was
just had
like,
to get
just
on.
get out there.
Yeah.
Just get out there, see what happens.
But so your first show then was you did that week, and then you jumped up. Was it Leeds? Like
Yeah,
Leeds Wednesday?
first show we ever did, it was Cole and Callum. Was the first show we ever did, and I remember going on the stage and doing the show, and it was just like a blur. You just kind of black out, and then as soon as the show finished, I played the last tune, and I was like, "Thank you and good night." And as I ran off the stage, I couldn't hold it in, and I just started throwing up everywhere. Because I was so excited, and the adrenaline was going. I was full of like fruity cider, and I literally just ran off the stage. He was like, "Thanks, everyone." I put my hands in my mouth, and I was vomiting on the walls. I was vomiting in the toilets, and I farted, and the whole thing was gone. It was so overexciting. It was a pretty special time.
Do you remember?
Man.
Do you remember that show, Cole?
Yeah. I remember just before it, when like we were kind of like talking about the show, and he was like, "I'm gonna be honest, I'm not great with music," and I was like, "Yeah, but we can teach you that. You can learn music. You can't learn to be."
I remember
you.
I was about to go on stage, and in my head, I was getting myself warmed up. So I was going, warming up my voice. I was like,
What, all your acting training?
all my acting training, and just being like, and I remember I was saying some silly things. You know, you do like voice pattern things. So I was being like, unique New York, unique, blah, blah. And Cole walked up to me, and I didn't know Cole, and I was about to go on stage, and he went, "Hey," I went, "What?" And he went, "Don't fucking do any of that shit on stage at all." I got so scared. I was so scared. And then also, I remember, I didn't have a beard at the time. I was clean shaven, and I walked in to meet everyone, and I never met anyone before, and the first thing you ever said to me, you went, "Oh fuck, it's Harry Hill." I was like, what a rude little man. I never met you in my life, and I was like, "You're an horrible prick, mate." I was like, "Give me some words of encouragement." But you were lovely.
That's how Cole gets away with it. It's all it was just character building.
But you were so good on stage that I remember being like, "Oh shit, I've really got to bring it here."
How did you find, like, if from all like years of acting training and doing plays and doing like different performances and stuff, would you felt the same? Like nerves or like what? Is there any similarities in it?
No,
obviously
no. Because with a play, if you're doing like let's talk about acting for a second. So if you're doing a play, and I did a lot of Shakespeare, and like, you know, I did some films and stuff. I did some TV and shit. I was in Hollyoaks, all that shit. And you've got a script. So no matter, even if your performance is like bad, you can always blame it and go, it's because the script was shit. But you always had a script to fall back on. In the bingo, you don't really have a script. You have the numbers, but I didn't know music at all. I've never been a DJ, so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really know what I was saying. So I just kind of just went up there and just winged it. And if I'm completely honest with you, even to this day, I still don't really feel like I know what I'm doing. I still feel like I'm winging it, to be honest. I still don't feel like a DJ. And I've played like big venues and big clubs, and I've played massive crowds. And I'm sure there are other people in the performance industry that will be like, "Oh, mate, you've done all this shit." And I genuinely still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like a little kid sometimes.
I think the majority of hosts and dancers probably feel similar. I know I do.
I also think as well, if there ever was to come a time when I went, "Oh, I've got this, I'm really good at this," I think then my shows would be shit. I think if I came across as like, "Oh, I've got this in the bag," then I kind of need. I think sometimes a bit of self-deprecation is good for you. I think a bit of shame is good. A bit of self-doubt is good for the soul.
Yeah.
I think anyone who doesn't have self-doubt is just like a big.
Yeah.
Cut that out, Lucas.
Just beep it. He'll beep
Just
it.
beep it.
He'll beep
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
No, I feel exactly the same way. like even every single show I'm getting nervous, something new, a different crowd, a different but it's good, it feels it. And I think the one, like, even though like you've had that background in acting, performing, standing up in front of people, doing performances to hundreds of people, it kind of shows that it's not. I don't really know how to describe. It's very hard to describe what the job is of being a bingo host. It sounds like I think from the outside looking in, people might just think, oh, they just have to get up and call the numbers and play a few tunes.
My favourite one is everyone thinks that you're on cocaine. It's a massive thing. Every show that I do, I'll finish this show, and so you as bands have some people come to you and be like, oh, thanks, and they always go, oh, you're mad, how much coke are you on? And I'm like, are you insane? Do you really think that I could go on stage and do this job on any, like, no, mate. Like, it takes so much, I was thinking, you kind of just go into the zone sometimes.
Yeah.
And you have to sort of go into this place of, like, focus and work on it. And I think a lot of the times people don't realise that a lot of it is performance. And a lot of it is like, I've got to give off this energy or this persona so that people feed off that energy so you can get into it. And that takes a lot. And I think if you just got high all the time, I don't think it'd work ever. So, yeah.
Well, it's the same like with you dancing, Cole. Like, if you go on in the crowds, maybe the crowds, you're trying to hype a crowd up.
Yeah.
And you're trying, but then you're also feeding off the crowd of that energy. So you can't walk on stage and just be like, all right, here we go. Yeah. You do. Like, some of the things that I'll do on stage, like running about, taking my top off, and like going. There'll be some moments where you just literally lose yourself.
It pisses me off how much time you have to do a show. I hate that. I wish I had that luxury. So Johnny, when he does a show, Johnny works in content, and obviously, John, you can just do the show. A lot of the venues that I work at, it's a very tight 3-hour show. Literally it goes to 11, and you will have staff at the side of the room going, time to wrap up. And so when I'm doing a show, the constant thing in my head is I've got to make sure that I'm on time, and I've got to make sure that whatever I'm playing works into my time frame of how long the game needs to be, how long my break needs to be, all the way through. So that is always like a constant thing. But your show's what, like 3.5 hours?
No, I try and get it.
You're a 3-hour guy as well?
I'll aim for the 3 hour.
No, you're lying there. We go on. We do longer than that, definitely.
We do maybe, the 20 past.
I'd say 5:30. Normally we come off. Actual bingo.
No, I'll have the show finished. It's the luxury of at the end just playing tunes. But I like to get the show done in 3 hours, and I've done a lot of shows where I've done those curfews when I've been on tour.
How do you find it when you've got a strict curfew? Does it stress you out?
It does, but I think I don't mind it. I think it's just I'd rather try and finish, like I'd rather not try and get it to the wire.
Yeah,
I'd rather like leave myself more time. And I think there's very simple things.
How do you feel like, mate? Like, obviously, mate, like it's your baby and you birthed it. Do you still get nervous? Do you still?
Every show.
Because I remember I've seen you once do shows, and I've seen you Pierre Vom before a show.
Yeah. Like, especially if it's like, what have we got coming up? So we've got a show in London, British Summertime. Is that when's that? It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
If you're in London or on the outskirts of London or Birmingham,
it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow in Hyde Park.
Who was the little fella in fucking he's got the broom in Bugsy Malone. He goes, tomorrow, bow.
What about him? Oh,
just because you said tomorrow, and my brain just jumped to that. I just started thinking about the little lad who sings that show. He's a banger.
I'm surprised. Well, you were just thinking the first. Like, you could have. That was the most obscure tomorrow reference. You could have done like, if tomorrow never comes.
Tomorrow.
I love you. Tomorrow. What movie is that from?
Annie.
Well done.
It was a good effort, mate.
Good effort. It's a musical, isn't
I
it?
won't take no for an answer. I was born to be a dancer.
Is that the same song?
You fucking banger!
That's Bugsy Malone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I still get nervous. That tomorrow, I'll at that British Summertime.
Yeah, in Hyde
come down
Park.
to that. Come down to that. It's free.
Is it?
It's in Hyde Park
Is it
and
like
it's free.
6 or 7 o'clock?
6 o'clock. Turn up. We're just going to play tunes and have it. Get a mosh pit going.
Do you want to hear the story about when I once killed a frog?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So everyone, this is the story about when I once killed a frog. So I was a little boy, right? I'm 7 years old. You ever been 7, Cole?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Never been 7?
I don't know.
40
So
years ago.
I was 7 years old, and I was at my mate Matthew Robinson's house. Shout out to Matthew Robinson. I'm in his back garden, my little boy, and we're playing around, and there's a frog in his garden, and I'm like, oh, I've never really like met a frog, So I'm like, oh, let's be mates. So I'm all night long, I'm playing with this frog, and me and this frog are having a good time. And then my mum comes to pick me up. Shout out to my mum, Joyce Kelly. And my mum comes to pick me up, and she's like, Rich, we got to go. And I'm like, Mum, meet me new mate. And I pull up this frog. My mum goes, oh, no. That's an horrible frog. Get rid of it. I don't want to see it. So I went, oh, all right then, Mum. Before we go, I need to go to the toilet. So I went upstairs to the toilet, and little does my mum know, I've only got this little frog in my hand, haven't I? And I'm like, mate, you're coming home with me. So I take this frog. I'm only 7 years old. I'm like, where can I put the frog? So I'm like, I don't want Mum to find out. So I undo my flies, and I stick the frog into my pants. So I'm going to take the frog and stick in my pants. So my mum's like, let's go. So then I'm in the car on the way home, and I'm driving home, and I get so overexcited about my mate, the frog, that I'm like, because I can't keep nothing in, so I've got to tell him. So I'm like, Mum, I've got a surprise. My mum goes, go on. I'm like, I've still got my frog. And I unzip my fries, and I pull out the frog by his leg, and the frog was just dead, and it died, and it suffocated on my ball bag. I mean, Mum made me throw the dead frog out the window. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I'm Rich Kelly. Dead frog story. Where were we? Let's get back to it. So yeah, Bongos, man. I've been doing it for about 8 years. It's been a real good time. I'm grateful for everyone who's been there for me, for helping me out.
Hey. Oh, it's warm in here. That tequila's good, isn't it?
I once made a wank machine when I was a kid. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
So when I was a little kid, right, I was really into wanking. Anyone ever hear wanked before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I was really into wanking when I was a little kid. And I remember I went to my bathroom, and I was like, there's got to be like a better way of doing it than just using my old mitt. So I pulled all the toilet roll off a toilet roll, and I was left with like a little toilet roll. And I went to my dad's cupboard and opened my dad's cupboard, and I filled the toilet roll with shaving foam, and I fucked it.
More.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Oh. So there you go. Rich, it's been a real journey on the bingo, hasn't it? Done a lot of stuff.
Guys, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed. You've done leads.
It sounds like you had more fun before the bingo.
Yeah, yeah, was it not more crack when you were living in a house without a door?
My mum's going to watch this, lad.
Yeah, she's going to watch that.
My mum's going to watch this, and my dad.
Yeah, do they know? They'll know the frog story. Do they know the?
My mum will remember the frog story, but they don't know that.
The Gillette story.
I shouldn't have said that.
The best a man can get.
Best a man can get.
Lucas, that's rude. That's rude, and what a horrible thing you've just done, trying to embarrass me on the podcast. I'm here as a guest, and you just pulled that out and just tried to make a fool of me.
What did he do?
He's just making jokes about my wank machine. I don't like it. We don't know each other. These two are my mates. You're a stranger. You got no right to say that to me. Let's carry on with the show, everyone.
What came first, the dead frog or the wank machine?
I think dead frog. I think wank machine came later. I was suspended from school for nicking porno. Do you know about that?
How could you? What, in school?
Why did they have porn in school?
So no,
library? What library was it?
It was. I was on the way to school. I'm in year 7, and I got off at the bus. And you know, in the mornings we used to go to like the corner shop, and you buy like your little, what would I call it, your Freddo, or you get like a wham.
Why does it
bar.
have to be a frog chocolate bar?
Tazzies,
yeah.
Or you get like a wham bar. And I'm only a kid. I'm a little boy. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, you know, I've been killing frogs and wanking into machines. And I'm looking at like Empire magazine because I was a film buff. But then I get caught by the top shelf, and I see all these titties, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen them before. What's going on here? So I took it, and I took a magazine that had a video attached to it. And I took that magazine and I stole it, right? And I put it in my school bag. And then I went to school, and on my lunch break, I was like, I've got a video here. And in the old days, you used to have like libraries would have like a little secret room with a television,
the wheel-in television,
and a VHS tape in it. So I went in and I put this porno video on, and I'm like, oh, this is quality. But because I was like a ADHD or whatever it was, I couldn't keep myself just on my own watching it. So then I went into the library and found like a bunch of year 7s. I was like, kids, I was like, I got something to show you. And I took them all into the library. And like there's like a gang of like me and like 25 kids. And I'm like, everyone watch this porno. And I got suspended. I got suspended from school for it. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. It's been a good show. 2025.
Speaking of watching stuff, Rich, this is a little segue. Not porno. I know. I'm assuming you don't have a collection of all that now, do you?
No, I've got the internet.
For any OG stream fans back in the day, Rich would do a segment because you're probably the most knowledgeable person I know when it comes to things like movies, television, sci-fi.
I've seen a film,
and comic books as well.
Adore comic books. Big comic book geek.
What's going on? Are you doing a little project? Is that still in the pipeline, or are you allowed to talk about that, or is it not?
I've been working on some shit.
Working on a little.
I'm on some shit. My little brother's an artist, and me and my little brother have been working on some stuff together recently. But yeah, I'll leave that where it is.
All right.
Follow me on Instagram.
But you have to give it what your thing is.
I don't know, Rich Kelly something.
And your address?
Road, flat 6, L17, 8XX. Write me a letter.
So you did a little segment called Rich Kelly Recommends.
Yeah,
have you got any, like, maybe you could do sort of look at the sort of profile scope for Cole, Lucas, and Tech Tom, and
right.
kind of guess what they'd be into.
I kind of guess what you'd be into. I don't think I'm into anything that Cole likes. I don't think me and Cole share anything in common. If I'm honest with you, I don't think there's anything that you like.
He'd like Field of Dreams. He'd like Field of Dreams.
I don't know if he would. I don't feel like he's got the attention for it. I don't feel like you'd enjoy Field of Dreams.
Yeah, I do like some baseball.
I'll tell you
films,
what. Do you ever see Moneyball with Brad Pitt?
Fucking loved it.
Fucking banger.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Look, you're
that is
getting
a class.
together.
Yeah. Moneyball's a good one.
He's never got over that Harry Hill film. 8 years later.
Still,
I don't like me and Cole. Nothing.
I don't even remember that, so I apologise.
you wouldn't remember it because you're a selfish bastard. You wouldn't remember it because you just go around shouting at all the bingo lads. Oh, dancers, don't do this, don't do this. Why not? Because I'm Cole. Yeah. Fucking hell. Rude.
So you seen Moneyball? What about?
Yeah.
Moneyball's a good one. Things that I've watched recently that I really enjoy. Scavenger's Reign. If no one's ever seen that, it's Lucas, pull up a picture of Scavenger's Reign. It's an animated series on Netflix that's done in the style of Mobius, who is perhaps one of the greatest comic book artists of all time. Mobius, Jean Girard, was he? He's a French guy. Incredible artwork. If you're a cartoon nerd or if you're a science fiction nerd in general, it's really
Tom
really
would
good.
like that. Is it good?
Yeah, it's super good.
Class, yeah.
I don't think
Movies wise,
Very arty.
I watched Sinners recently.
What did you think of Sinners?
It's
I watched it.
If From Dusk Till Dawn met Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Did you like it?
I absolutely loved it.
Out of 10?
Out of 10, I would give it at least an 8.5 out of 10.
6.5 to 7 for me.
Really?
There it is. It's like I think it's just because I'm glad I knew it had vampires in it. I think if I had watched it without knowing it, because vampires don't come into it till near the end, do
Yeah,
they?
From Dusk Till Dawn style, kind of halfway through. How do you feel about vampires?
They're not my favourite. Like
Vampires aren't your
I
favourite?
don't really like horror. I like psychological horror.
Okay. Do
I
you
like
like
thrillers.
Silence of the Lambs? More? Okay.
Like a 7.
Yeah.
Like a thriller. I like a
good
thriller.
one. Seven's a good one.
Maybe but I don't like supernatural stuff. You know, like the ones with dolls. And
Is this
stuff.
because of your like Catholic upbringing? Are you like,
No,
ghost scare?
it was Protestant actually.
Sorry, everyone. Oh God, I fucked it.
Well,
Irish don't like me.
No, it was. No, I just don't like being scared. I don't like jump scares and all that. You know, where you watch something.
Is it Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and Child's Play 2? Really messed me up.
But then that something like, see, if I had watched, I don't think I watched any horror movies growing up. I think like the scariest thing I watched when I was about maybe 8 or 9 was Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's a modern masterpiece. It's a beautiful film. It's an allegory for fascism and the military in America. It's an incredible movie.
You've watched Starship Troopers, Cole, have you? You'd love it.
It's really
so.
it's really.
One with the aliens and the Denise Richards is in it.
Yeah, the Paul Verhoeven sci-fi trilogy of RoboCop, the greatest film ever made, Total Recall, and Starship Troopers.
Yeah, we'll watch it. You'll like it.
They're
Very
top
good.
tier.
It's just a funny action movie. It's got aliens in it.
It's not a funny action movie. It's an incredible satire. It's one of the greatest satires ever made. Anyone who thinks it's an incredible action movie
It's like a comedy sort of with big bugs. It's like that one, Eight-Legged Freaks, but back in the day.
It's got
The fact that you're comparing that film to Eight-Legged Freaks is an absolute disgrace.
it's got the
it's
the
wacky.
Fitty from World Is Not Enough in it.
Denise Richards, you just said that.
Yeah,
Lucas.
is that-
Keep up, lad. Keep up, lad.
I
Come
don't know
on.
her name.
Come on, keep up.
Yeah, my dad loved that movie. It had a nude shower scene in it.
She's got her baps out.
It does. Let's talk about Tunners.
Right. So, and anything on TV? Last recommendation?
Anything on TV at the minute that I'm watching that I've been enjoying?
Like on Netflix or
TV
series based?
The series. Do you know what, mate? It's been a while since I got into like a TV show. There's been like, what do I watch? Because you know, there's some things that come out every week, and you're like, this is my thing, and I can't wait for it to come out each week. I don't really think I've had that in
Did you watch Mobland?
quite a while. No, is that one with Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Fuckers, Tom Hardy, they're a silly voice. I actually quite like Tom Hardy. I heard that Pierce Brosnan, who is an Irishman, has a terrible Irish accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Irish, John?
What, the Irish in general or the Irish accent?
Just like the Northern Irish. Like, have you got?
Just love all Irish.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
I got
Southern
Irish
Ireland,
roots, mate.
Spain.
I got
Yeah.
Irish roots.
The
I got
Kellys of Ireland, didn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Kelly Sellers.
Yeah, my dad was the first one of his family to be born in the UK.
Really?
So there you go.
There you go. So you're what? Half?
I wouldn't say that at all. I'd say I'm English. My dad's technically English. My mum's English. So I guess that would make me.
Have you ever done
English.
Ancestry.com?
No.
Have I told you about mine before?
Have you done it?
Yeah, I think so.
I've actually told you about it.
Go on,
Yeah,
remind us.
What are you?
On 70% Irish, 20% English, 5% French, 5% Polish.
Who's the best race? Let's talk about races. Who's the best race? Who's the best race? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I've always been real keen on the Native Americans.
Yeah.
I've always thought the Native Americans are real cool.
Well, that's Rich Kelly's top recommendation. Native Americans. Love it. Before we go, we've got Suzz's feature now. And
What?
you can't.
Have you got a feature?
Yeah, he's been busting for
Agony
this
Aunt.
feature.
I don't think I was.
Oh, I've
busted
seen
with
this.
it.
I've seen the Agony Aunt.
You've
bit,
been
yeah.
absolutely busting for it. I've
I
got
don't think I
two
was.
for you here, mate. And Rich, you can throw your hat in the ring here.
All right.
and help
Please
them
do.
out. Dear Aunt, so it's an Agony Aunt, and thanks for sending them in. This one is anonymous. Dear Auntie Susie, I work with this woman who is the definition of a snake. She's sneaky, two-faced, constantly trying to make herself look good at the expense of others, and somehow my boss absolutely loves her. Like, she can do no wrong in his eyes, and it drives me insane. I honestly can't stand to be around her, but obviously I have to keep it professional. That said, I'd love some subtle, clever ways to throw her off her game or quietly get under her skin without doing anything that could come back on me. Nothing dramatic or obvious, but the kind of things that would annoy her, while I smile sweetly through it all. Got any ideas?
Every time she goes to kiss the boss's ass, just play a little tune on a recorder and just fucking go.
And hide?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's take this
Until
back.
it's
What's
dropped.
that? What's the person's name?
It's anonymous.
Well, listen, Anonymous, I've got problems with you straight away. Straight away. Anyone who says that a snake thinks it's better than other people, what? Who knows any arrogant snakes that are walking around going, oh, I'm a snake, I'm better than any other reptile? The fuck is that all about? Snakes aren't known for thinking they're better than other
No,
people.
they're sneaky though.
Yeah, but snakes aren't like arrogant. A snake means you're like a snake in the grass.
Yeah,
Like you're
yeah.
a snide bastard. Since when
right.
did being a snake means that you're like, oh, I'm an arrogant snake? Does anyone know any arrogant snakes?
Do you not think the Snake and Jungle Book's a bit arrogant?
Car.
Yeah.
What's the song that you sing?
Trust in me.
Doesn't sound very arrogant, just sounds a
your
bit sneaky.
eyes.
Yeah,
Everyone,
it is
stop a
snaky.
minute. I want Lucas just continue singing that song. I thought it was beautifully done. Carry on.
Oh, I can't remember the rest of the lyrics.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, know your place, Lucas. Stay over there. Don't fucking try to have your moment. Watch me sing a song, everyone.
Yes.
Oh, I went to drama school. Fuck off.
Fucking get him, Rich.
Jesus Christ. I've only just met you and already I don't like it.
All right, Harry, chill out.
Fucking hey! I'm joking, Lucas. I think you're a lovely
No,
man.
you too.
I think you're a lovely man.
What? I don't know. What can you do for this woman here?
Yeah,
Pranks?
she's coming at me with a lot of negativity. Sorry, Cole, it's your section.
No, I know. I agree
carry
with
on.
you. I agree with you.
A lot of negativity from the anonymous, unanimous, scaminous, staminous.
Well, have you any help for this woman?
Nah. Help yourself.
Here's one. My husband Lee has developed a bizarre new hobby: critiquing my knickers. Oh, here we go. I'll be getting dressed, and then he'll pipe up with unsolicited opinions, going, "Are they really the most supportive option for today, or perhaps something with a little bit more architectural integrity?" He actually held up a pair and asked, "Are these a true reflection of my inner vibrancy? I'm starting to feel self-conscious about my underwear drawer. He doesn't touch them. Thank goodness, but..." Hold on a minute. I'm starting to feel conscious about my underwear drawer. He doesn't touch them, thank goodness, but his commentary is relentless. It's like living with a tiny, judgmental fashion guru who only focuses on my underpants. How do I get him to stop analysing my intimate negligee without starting a domestic incident over my delicates? Do I need to implement a no-knicker commentary rule, or start wearing Bridget Jones-esque monstrosities until he starts giving up? A damsel in distress feeling exposed in Manchester.
I think it sounds a bit like he's having a bit of a confidence nightmare, and he's just trying to bring her down. Like, she's like fucking wearing like nice undies and all that, and he's a bit like, "Oh, why are you wearing that?" I think he's just a bit of a prick.
I think your fella's gay. Look how he spends their time talking about your missus' drawers.
Slagging them off.
Yeah.
Or saying,
Like,
is that the most inappropriate?
Listen,
Yeah.
right, if you've got a partner and you've got somebody you really care about, then treat them well and be nice to that person and show them love from your soul. Be intimate, be caring, and don't be this son of a bitch who's going through his bird's drawers and going, "Oh God, you've got shit knickers." Well, guess what, mate? You're a pair of shit knickers. You're a piece of shit, and I hate you. So that's my words of wisdom from it. Just slagging off your bird's knickers. What a scumbag!
It's like, I think
It is strange, like...
it's a very strange one, that, like.
Yeah, why would you be slagging off a knickers?
What are you
Can I
slagging
throw
off
a
your bird's
curveball?
knickers for?
What? A curveball? Go on.
Maybe he wants her to buy better ones because he secretly puts them on at night.
Well, that could
Yeah,
be it.
we call that gaslighting. If someone's slagging off your missus' knickers, that's gaslighting.
Yeah, I think top tip is when critiquing any clothes, you can't go negative as well. Like, if like
My top tip is, if you've got a girlfriend, you compliment them and you go, "Girl, you look beautiful no matter what you're wearing." Okay, look, do we agree with this?
Yeah.
Cheers, Cole.
yeah, and even if it is like, if it is like Bridget Jones ones or whatever,
Don't get me wrong, if they're wearing shitty pants, if you've got like dirty old shitty skids in your drawers, someone needs a word. If you've got,
I don't think it's dirty. I think it's more like fashion.
No,
It's
because
kind of
now
fashionista.
I'm thinking about it. If you've got shit in your pants,
Yeah,
there's a
they're
problem.
not talking about Skid City.
Are you sure?
I think it's more like fashion.
We're not
No,
talking
no,
about
I think-
down on Skid Row.
No, it sounds like she's wearing nice knickers and he's telling her not to, and I'd say, is that really appropriate? Because she's like said, "Do I need to start wearing Bridget Jones monstrosities?" So it's like
just
she's
wear
wearing,
whatever
it's
makes
like
you
she's
feel
wearing nice
comfortable.
underwear, like lingerie.
So
and he's
she's
like
wearing
going,
sexy kinks,
Yeah.
and he wants her in like
I
big
reckon
scrubbers.
he's like getting jealous or something.
Oh, like, why? Are
This
you wearing
guy's
them?
gay.
Yeah.
Just wear whatever makes you feel comfortable, and maybe just be open with them and just have a word with them and go, "Can you just stop doing that?"
And if not, divorce.
Just get rid.
Very fair.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with the main man, Rich Kelly.
Thanks.
Cool. You all good?
Yeah, I'm Sam.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're not gonna just checking. Cole's all right. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
He was
Oh,
doing-
you're all right.
he
Yeah,
was
I'm
doing-
sound
he
that.
was-
Yeah.
Nice fun.
He was
Thanks for
doing
asking.
faces. He was going like that.
Yeah, he's got rotten teeth, mate. Got rotten teeth like George Washington. George Washington had wooden teeth. Did you know that?
No.
You
I
know
knew
George
that.
Washington had wooden teeth?
No.
Wooden teeth, mate.
Yeah,
That's
Google it.
Yeah.
Before we go, Richard.
That's mad.
Richard, before we go, Lucas put a picture up of George Washington's teeth there. I think you can still see them in a museum in his house. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can. There they are.
There you go.
Them bad boys. Oh,
Just
my
like
goodness.
Cole's.
What the fuck?
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Friday for a little bonus edition. Once again, big love to Rich Kelly for coming in and having a good crack.
Right, thank you.
What we doing now? We going out into town?
All right, let's go into town. And also, Jimmy Sweets, mate, thanks for letting me covering you. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for having me, John.
Lovely, man.
Thank you for having me, Cole.
Smashed it, lad.
Nice one, Lucas, Tom. Thanks, everyone. Everyone, I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.